while the French do a healthy business in shrugs and even, when equipped, mustached whirls, they are for the most part an undemonstrative people. Yet the Ford GT's abrupt transition to its track mode, the car dropping 2 inches as hydraulic actuators compress its supplemental coil springs, the rear wing rising with an equal suddenness, is impressive enough to coax a collective sigh of appreciation from the group of Le Mans corner workers and other informed spectators watching as the car readies itself to head on to the famous circuit. Highs. Closest thing to a road-going Le Mans winner, hugely exciting, makes rivals seem tame. Low. Loud. Crude, expensive, completely impractical. Verdict. A staggering achievement and a future classic. Although we've brought the new GT back to the site of its most celebrated racing win, the 2016 class victory taken in its first entry to the 24-hour race, this is not an exploration of what the car is capable of on a track. Our photographic use of Le Mans's short Bugatti circuit happens during a lunch break, and even though in France that equates to 2 hours, access is on the condition that we drive gently enough not to trip the noise meters. View 26 photos. The GT's minimalist interior is cramped, but so are most Le Mans cars. Fun fact, the dashboard's main beam is structural. The bigger question, and the one we haven't been able to answer so far, is how the GT deals with the real-world or, at least, the approximation of that given to us by France. For that, we'd need to take the car on public roads, and it just so happens that some of the ones we choose are actually part of the classic Enduro circuit. The yellow car you see here lives in Europe but boasts full US spec, complete with red rear turn signals and a navigation system that refuses to acknowledge the existence of anything east of Maine. Up close, the GT also reveals the patina of a life lived hard, with swirling galaxies of stone chips on those parts of the lower bodywork not protected by helicopter tape. The odometer admits to just 6,500 miles, but the technicians who delivered the car to France and who are present to keep it in tune say the vast majority of those were accumulated on racetracks. For reference, the number 68 car that took class honors at Le Mans in 2016 covered 2,880 miles in 24 hours. Beyond France, we also extracted a full set of performance numbers from another GT in Michigan and later took that car to Virginia International Raceway to see how its lap time compared with some of the harder chargers. With production limited to just 250 units a year, that means a respectable percentage of the existing fleet has been employed to bring you this story. Let's start with the sticky subject of the numbers. Because while the GT is hugely fast, its raw figures are not as inspirational as they should be considering the price premium the car carries over blue-chip rivals. We know it is churlish to criticize any car capable of braking 60 miles per hour from a standstill in 3 seconds flat and turning in a sub-11-second quarter, yet the brutal truth is that those times are only sufficient to put the GT below the median of its insanely rapid segment. Both the Lamborghini Huracan Performante and the McLaren 720S are significantly quicker, and each is more than $150,000 cheaper.